if you are new to the channel, do me a huge favor if you don't mind. Go ahead, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. If you guys are back and you've been here before and you've been with me throughout this entire ride, look, I super appreciate it. I was trying to find something that'll work. And so I super appreciate you guys being a part of this channel. For everyone who's leaving the well-constructed comments and the feedback, man, I love it. I appreciate it. I try to get to every comment. If I see it, I try to get to it. I know I miss a lot because there's so many comments come in on the videos. And so I don't always get to every one of them. And if you leave something stupid or disrespectful, I will delete you and block you. But guess what? TGIF. If you're singing that song, don't get me wrong, I love Fridays. It's the doorway to the weekend. But most people who are singing TGIF, that probably means you're in a position where Mondays suck and Fridays are the beginning of your escape. And going through life that way, where Friday is the only real day that you can celebrate, because I always say it like this, the only day that you really get off is Saturday. Because on Saturday, think about this, and you guys tell me what you think about it. By the way, for everybody's watching, drop your city and state. Let me know where you're watching from. I was so surprised. I had people watching from Africa, probably Wakanda, but watching from Africa, watching from Canada. Man, I was really surprised that people were watching me like in different parts of the world while I give you as much game as I can. I'm kind of like the Keith Lee of additional income. I'm like the Keith Lee of creating a different, revenue stream. So he goes out and like reviews videos and people are, reviews restaurants and foods and what's not, and people kind of lean in to kind of hear his opinion and kind of go from there. And he's changing the culture like that, and I love it. I love to see it. I didn't get to meet the guy whenever he was here in Dallas, but I love to see it. I love to see people go out and do the things they enjoy doing and get paid to do it. It's one thing to chase your passion. It's another thing to have a passion that makes a lot of money. Because if you haven't been paying attention for the last 2 years, everything costs more, right? Guys, hit thumbs up if you don't mind. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And drop a question or comment if you have it in the comments. And if you don't mind, let me know which city and state you guys are watching from. I promise I'm not going to keep you long. It's a beautiful day, about 70 degrees here in Dallas. If you can see out my back window, I don't know if you can, but I'm by the lakes in my neighborhood. So I'm fishing today. If you know me, you know I love to fish. I love to play basketball. I'm learning golf. I'm not there yet, but I'm trying to learn golf and pick up the game. And by the way, what's your hobbies? Drop it in the comments. What do you guys enjoy doing? Is it golf? Do you love playing flag football? My brother's here in town. My family's not from here. We're all from Baton Rouge, South Louisiana. But we're gonna have a great, wonderful, blessed weekend. I told you I don't work on Fridays, so when Fridays come, I'm already doing things I enjoy doing. Because here's what I do. For the past year, this is just me. You don't have to do this. This is just me. For the past year, I take all Fridays off. So, and I make enough money during the week where I don't have to do a lot of things on Fridays, but I take Fridays off and I do whatever I want to do, unless we got family plans or something. But this is just my advice to you. Take a day off and focus only on you. So I take Fridays off. So typically I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I take Fridays off. Fridays are for me. Saturdays, that's when I spend time with the family / try to do some things specific with the wife. Get a babysitter, go on a date, stuff like that. Sunday, all family day, right? Hanging out with the kids, hitting the parks, whatever my son or my daughter wants to do, that's what we do. By the way, smash thumbs up if you don't mind, if you like what you're hearing. And if you have a question or comment, drop it in the chat. And also let me know what city and state you guys are watching from. So a lot of people today are singing that same sad song, which is TGIF, it's Friday. Well, that means that Monday through Thursday is complete hell for you. Friday is your day to kind of get away from the struggle that you're dealing with. And now you get the weekend, but you don't really get 2 days. You only get Saturday. So I'll prove it to you. Let me know if this makes sense. Hit the thumbs up if this makes sense to you. So, and it's just my theory, but let me know. Friday you work. They call it the weekend, but it's a work day. So you don't get Friday off. Saturday, I believe, is the only day that you get off because it's the only day where you can get through a 24-hour period and not have to think about anything concerning work. It's all free. It's all open. Do whatever you want to do. Sunday, you start that way, you get a free day, but by the afternoon on Sunday, especially the evening, you start what? Prepping for work, getting prepared for Monday. And so Monday creeps into your Sunday and steals half of your day away. And by on Saturday night, you might go to sleep at midnight. Sunday night, you're asleep at 9. Why? Because you got to go to work on Monday, right? And so what's the guy's name? Warren Buffett said this. He said that if you don't find a way to make money while you're sleeping, you're going to work for the rest of your life, and then you're going to die. I added that part, but I'm sure he meant it, right? So I'm here on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook saying, guys, please, please, please wake up. Just let me get a little bit of your attention. Give me just a couple of minutes to explain something to you. If you continue to do all this hard work, and your only source of income is your job, then you will go through life selling all of your time. Listen to me. Selling all of your time. Listen to me. Selling all of your time to get a little bit of money, doing all the hard work, making a little bit of money, and then going through this life on the struggle bus day to day. And you guys are out there, you're struggling day to day. You're not making the money you want to make. You can't buy the things you want to buy. You can't take the vacations you want to take. You can't live in the places you want to live. You see all this stuff on TV. You see all this stuff on Instagram. You see all of these things, but you want to be a part of those things and you can't. And the reason is there's a few reasons, but one of the reasons, and that's why I'm here and that's why I do what I do. One of the huge reasons is that your entire life is built around your paycheck. And I always try to tell y'all that, hey, there's nothing wrong with having a job. If I lost everything, I'm going back to work, right? But if your job is your only source of income and you have no other way of making money, then you need to be scared. You need to be terrified, because if anything happens at that job and they move on from you, you lose your job for any reason. And a lot of it can be out of your control. You could just be walking and twist your ankle, right? You could be out driving, God forbid, have an accident, because we know people can't drive, especially here in Dallas. And you could be doing something and then something happens, or your business could say, hey, we're going to sell to another company, merge with them. They don't need this department. They're going to close it. And then what happens to you? You're SOL. You're in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a desert. You're broke. Your only source of income, because most people are about 1 month away from complete struggle, looking at their savings account. 1 month past they're not making money, it's over with. So I don't want you to be in a position where if a month passed, you don't make any money, your life's upside down. For a lot of you, a week with no income would turn your life upside down. And that's not a good feeling. You're this close to being homeless, this close to losing everything. You got to understand, because I always say, don't let your paycheck leverage your entire life. Meaning what? Your paycheck, if it pays all your bills, puts food on your table, takes care of your car, takes care of your house, takes care of your family, that's fine. The only problem is if anything happens to it, it's going to disrupt the same things it take care of. It's going to disrupt your family structure. It's going to disrupt your car. You might have to give it back. It's going to disrupt your house. You might have to move. Start living with somebody. It's going to disrupt where you live. You might have to go back to a neighborhood that you can afford, but it ain't family friendly. I've been through that. I know the feeling. And so for a lot of you, this is your moment. This is your time. You got to do something now. You've been sitting around praying and begging God and the universe, whatever that is, begging for change, begging for an opportunity, begging for some light in the darkness to push you through to a new level of life where you can literally actually sit back and go, you know what? I'm enjoying life right now. I got money in the bank. I got money coming in. I'm making money. I don't have to be on this job 40 hours a week killing myself. I'm the lowest paid in there. They don't want to give me a raise. They could fire me any day. And now I got to go home and tell my family we're in danger of losing everything because the paycheck that took care of us, I no longer have. That's the danger of over leveraging a job. That's the danger that a paycheck will hypnotize you and put you to sleep. And then you wake up and go, what the hell happened? Because it happened to me. I was relying on a paycheck all my life. And then I woke up one day and the paycheck was gone. And 5 or 6 days after that, I was homeless because I had an eviction notice on my door and I had 5 days to vacate with no money. I was so in a bad spot in 2017 when I got evicted and then ended up homeless. I was so bad off that the few things that I did own that was in my apartment that was mine, I couldn't even bring it with me. I left my furniture, I left my TV, I left pots, I left pans, I left food, I left everything. I left my sofa, I left my bed, I left everything. Now, it wasn't top of the line stuff, but I left everything. The reason I left it, because I had nowhere to take it to. And I don't know what they could have thrown it out. People could have gotten it out of the apartment. I don't know. But I had nowhere to take it to because I left that apartment and went into homelessness. I didn't have money for storage. I had nothing. If I could have gotten a storage, I would have lived in it. But that's what happens when you let a paycheck over leverage your life like I did. And you never think about, hey, what's going to happen if you lose this job? It never, and I get emotional just thinking about it now because, man, if I would have known this, if somebody would have just told me, Shon, don't let your paycheck be your only source of income, then I probably would not have been homeless in 2017. I probably wouldn't have been homeless. I had 2 kids. 2 kids. You want to talk about feeling bad? It's one thing for you to be in a bad position. It's a whole other thing for somebody else, for you to drag somebody else down with you. Now that's a bad feeling. And boy, I was bad off and I just hated everything. And life was just miserable. And it took me 3 months. I lived in my truck for 2 months. Then the police took it away. The 3rd month I was homeless I couldn't even sleep in my truck. I was checking not abandoned apartments, but renovated apartments. Sometimes the maintenance crew would leave them unlocked. I would sleep in them. If I couldn't go there, I would go to public parks, lock the bathrooms from the inside. I know what I'm talking about. If you've been homeless or you know somebody who's been homeless and they're watching this video, they're going, yeah, that guy's been homeless, because they know what homeless look like and feels like. And I damn sure know, and I never want to find out again. That's a sad, sad story. But I don't want you guys to be like that. I'm not telling you that if you lose your job, you're going to be homeless. I'm just telling you that if your job is your only source of income, then that job is too powerful. You wouldn't give anybody that much power. If I came along right now and I tried to take your cell phone from you, you would fight me with everything you got to get your cell phone back. And you can replace that like this. But when it comes to finding another way to make money so that if anything happens, you're taken care of and your family's taken care of, you won't fight for that. You'll let me come there and snatch all that from you and you won't fight back. You won't put up any resistance. You'll just continue to go to work, repeat the cycle. Paycheck, taxes, bills, savings, paycheck, taxes, bills, savings, over and over again. Guys, if this is making sense to you, smash that thumbs up. Let me know that this is helping you. Let me know that I'm making sense. If you have a question or comment, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But again, you guys have to get in a position where your paycheck is not your only source of income. Please listen to me. You've got to find a way to make money while you're sleeping, right? Make money passively. That's all that means. Make money where you don't have to always go to work to get it. Because one day you're going to wake up and you're not going to have a job. That job's going to move on from you. That job is in a hurry to fire you, but you guys never think about that. You're watching all these layoffs all around the country and you sit there and go, well, it's not going to happen to me. AI is looking to replace you right now. These companies are looking for systems and processes so they can fire you. Because I promise you, they don't love you as much as you think they do. They love the bottom line. So they're looking at, what is this business generating? What are the expenses? You're an expense. And then how do we get rid of these expenses? And still make money and keep more profit. These companies are all about being profitable. They're not about you. They don't care about you and your family. These companies are about the bottom line. I'm telling you how business works. So your job is to hedge or protect yourself. You need to form a hedge just in case something happens, right? And so you need to protect yourself. You need to protect yourself so that if anything happens, you're taken care of. So you need to learn how to make money when you're not at work. I'll say it again. You need to learn how to make money when you're not at work. Again, it's that important. You must learn how to make money when you're not at work. Does this make sense? Hit thumbs up. Let me know if this is helping you. Let me know if this makes sense. That's the only way I'm going to know is I see the thumbs up in the comments, right? So you've got to learn how to make money when you're not at work. If your job is your only source of income, you're in trouble. So don't let that happen to you. Don't get in that bad position. You need to be prepared just in case something happens, because it's probably going to happen. It's just the way it is. Sometimes it's out of your control. There's nothing you can do about it. Can't cry about it. You can't whine about it. You can't complain about it. It's not up to you. It happened. It's not fun. It sucks. Now you got to get on that struggle bus. Now you got to go through this fire in this valley. But everything's seasonal. You're not meant to stay there. You're meant to transition out of it. So don't stay in the wilderness 40 years. You got to get out. It doesn't take 40 years to cross the desert. Get out of there, right? And so I just wanted to come on and share this with you and bless your Friday and give you some great news that you don't have to always make money on a job as your only source of income. That TGIF does not have to be your song every week. That Mondays don't have to be the worst days. Do you know most heart attacks happen in America on Monday mornings? You know why? Because people hate their jobs. You're probably watching right now and going, I don't like my job that much either. I didn't like mine. That's why I do what I do. That's why I take off Fridays. That's why I'm off Saturdays. I'm off Sundays. I can take off any day I want. I'm still going to make money. I can wake up in the morning. I woke up this morning, $600 in my account. Again, $600 in my account. I woke up this morning, $600 in my account from running a middleman business. That's it. That's it. So before I even started my day, I got $600 in my account. That's a good feeling, especially on the day I'm off. I just invoice customers. They pay overnight. Money's in my account. You're sitting there going, is that easy, Shon-Jhon? Yeah, it's that easy. All I do is the same thing Uber does. Why do we see these big companies have success, make billions of dollars, and then we think it's too hard for us to do it? No, don't focus on the billions they make. Don't focus on how big these companies are. Focus on their business model. What the hell are they doing over there to make money? Here's what they're doing. They're finding a customer, matching the customer with a service provider, and then getting paid in the gap. That's all they're doing. What do? Same thing. It ain't hard. If it was hard, I wouldn't do it, because I don't like hard, right? I book a customer, whether it's through a phone call, whether it's through a text message, whether it's through email, doesn't matter. I book customers. I take a deposit, my money. That's how I get paid. That's how those invoices end up out there overnight, get paid overnight. So when I wake up in the morning, money's there. That means I got paid in my sleep. So, and I'm not bragging. I'm telling you, in 2017, I was homeless. This is not a brag. I'm just saying, I figured out one day the hard way, and because I was homeless, that's when I realized, man, I can't rely on a paycheck. I wish I would have known. I wish I would have had somebody to show up and say, hey, I know you like your job. I know they're paying you. I got that. But you need to understand that you could lose your job any day. How do you pay all of your bills and take care of your family? With your paycheck? Okay, gotcha. So if something happens to that paycheck, you're going to be on the struggle bus trying to take care of your family, right? Right. So don't wait until that happens. Go ahead and prepare so you'll be taken care of. And hopefully you'll be able to make enough money with your own middleman business using only your phone that you'll be able to fire your boss anyway. Right? You could give them a 2 weeks notice and say, hey, I'm out, man. I'm taking care of myself. Right? My first year, 2020, doing this, I made $77,000. Not bad. I never left the house. Right? My goal this year, $350,000. And I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to share it with you. As soon as I hit my mark of $350,000 for the year, I'm going to share it with you. Right? And so I'm getting feedback from students who've taken the middleman course, learning how to do the work. Check the comments, getting feedback. Hey, I took the course. It's awesome. And we're still connecting. And I got students who are on pace to make $3,000 this month, $5,000 this month, right? And so all I do is teach you three things. I teach you how to book, how to get a deposit. That's probably my favorite, my second favorite, because you get paid. My favorite is dispatch, means I don't have to do the work. So all I do, by the way, if this is making sense to you, hit the thumbs up. All I do is teach you how to book a job. So essentially, you're just going to find a customer. I'm going to teach you how to find customers. And then the customer is going to reach out to you. And then you're going to get the customer's information. Then you're going to take a deposit from the customer. That's your money. And then you're going to send the customer's information and the job assignment to a ISP, which is service professional. You're going to send it to them and let them do the work. You're not touching the work, right? When Uber finds a driver, when Uber finds a rider and the rider needs a driver and Uber connects the two, Uber gets paid. But does Uber drive them around? No. Uber doesn't even own the car. They don't own any of it. They just use it. And so I'm going to teach you how to use other people's business so you can be successful. Imagine making money sitting at home doing the things you want to do. Well, I don't always sit at home. I get out and about like today. But you could put invoices out on, like I did Thursday night. Invoice. Hey, this invoice is due by 8 a.m. Invoice is due $150. Invoice is due 8 a.m. $150. 4 invoices we put out yesterday. Only 4 customers I got yesterday. So I'm not sitting here telling you you're going to get 20, 30 customers a day. Only 4 customers make you $600. Because what I do is I teach you how to average about $150 per booking. Now, I do have students who make more than that per booking. But I feel like if I can get you to $150, that's still pretty good. Where if you book 4 customers a day, you still make $600. You might only work 4 days a week like I do. Now you're making $2,400 a week, off 3 days, only working 4 days. And then you're only working maybe I don't even say a couple of hours a day, maybe an hour a day. The hardest thing that I do is just get up and put the promos together to go get customers, promote the business. That's really it. And you can do that from your phone. Then a customer's going to text you, hey, I need to get a quote for such and such. Email you, I need to get a quote. And then you're going to send back the words that I give you, the template, blah, 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 capture the information. As soon as you capture the information from the customer, you're going to tell the customer at the end, whether the customer call you or book you or text you, you're going to get the customer's information. Hey, the customer's going to hit you up. By the way, guys, if this is making sense, smash thumbs up. If you have a question or comment, drop it down low. So the customer's, and I'm going to run you through this real quick and I'm out because I'm ready to fish, right? I'm not working today. We're still going to make money because I do have a VA, a virtual assistant who does work when I'm not. So let's go. I'm making money all weekend, but I'm fishing today. And so the customer's going to hit you up. So say for instance, you decide, because you get to choose what industry you want to work in. I have people in AC and heating industry. I have people in website design, home cleaning, moving, pressure washing, roofing. I have people in all kinds of different industries. Now, the best part is they don't know anything about this work. They don't do the work. All you guys do is get customers. So don't worry about, hey, I don't know how to clean windows. You're not cleaning windows. I have a cleaning service. I don't clean anything. I have a moving service. I don't even own a box or a dolly, and I'm never going to do it again. And I'm in the next 30 days, we'll have a website design service. And I know nothing about designing websites, but guess what? There are already people who know how to do that. All I'm going to do is get customers for them, send the customer information to them, let them do the work. I'm getting my deposit commission up front and I'm done. All I do is book, deposit, dispatch, book, deposit, dispatch, book, deposit, dispatch. Say it with me one more time. Book, deposit, dispatch, and I'm done. And I'm done. Customer's going to hit you up. So the customer might hit me up and say, hey, I got a 2-story home, 5 bedrooms, blah, blah, blah. I would like to get it clean. Can you give me a quote? Yeah, sure, blah, blah, blah. Then I send them the script. The script, whether it's a written script where I text it, copy and paste it, or I'm on the phone, doesn't matter. Excuse me. I'm just going to be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. You want this day. Tell me a little bit about your home. What day you want to do it, what time works for you. Hey, that works. Okay, bet. Here's how much it's going to cost. For 2 hours of work, it's gonna, I'm sorry, for 3 hours of work, depends on how big the house is. For 3 hours of work, it's gonna be, it's gonna be $575, whatever, right? $575 for that home. We'll come in and clean it. A 2-person crew, professional's gonna come in, take care of everything, knock it out. Your house is gonna be beautiful by the time they leave. Hey, excellent. I want to go ahead and book that. And then the customer, then at the end, you're going to get the customer's information, say, hey, yeah, we're going to set you up for Wednesday, 10 a.m. If that works for you. We'll text you 30 minutes before we arrive. I teach you all of this stuff, by the way. And by the way, so we're going to go ahead and set this up. But in order to get that confirmed on our schedule, we do need to take a reservation deposit to confirm this cleaning. Sure, absolutely. How do I pay it? Now, you can do it different ways. I like to take the payment over the phone because I like to get paid. But if they can't do it, or if they're texting or something and they're at work, hey, I got you. Hey, what's your email? I'll go ahead and send you an invoice. And that's how invoices get out. And then the customers, they might get home, be with the family, and hit that invoice up in the middle of the night. You wake up, money in your account. I told you, it ain't hard. If it was hard, I wouldn't be doing it. If it was hard, I wouldn't be living in a neighborhood where the average house is $500,000. Right? My friends who are on my channel know me. They know where I live in Dallas. They come to my house. Right? I live in a neighborhood that's got 15 lakes, probably 15 parks, walking trail, biking trail, skating trail. I'm not making this up, right? So if you ever want to Google my neighborhood, everybody that's here in Dallas, 76005 is the zip. You'll see the neighborhood, the Viridian. And that's where I live, and I love it here. But I would have never dreamed about this just a few years ago when I was sleeping in vacant apartments, or I was locking myself into public restrooms so nobody could get in while I tried to sleep and take a bath. I wouldn't think about any of this. So don't let the things you're going through right now deter you. I'm telling you, this is your season. Life is seasonal. This is your season. Now, the only thing is, you don't have to take advantage of it. You can let the season pass. The season's not going to force you to take advantage of it. The season's not going to force you to love on it. The season's not going to force you to do anything. It's just not. It's just not the way it works. The season's not going to force you to do anything. But what I am telling you is the opportunity is there for you to completely change your life. And it's completely up to you. I see some people arrive, and I guess they're fishing too. But I'm about to get in there. I don't know if you guys can see the lake in the back, but that's a good spot, and I'm about to hit it. And so, but anyway, I just wanted to spend 20, 30 minutes with you guys, just encouraging you, hey, don't give up. Whether you do a middleman business with me or another business, doesn't matter. Just find a way. Just promise me that you'll find a way to make money away from your job. That's all I'm asking. Right? If you want to learn what I do, I got a training that's coming up. Put the word Zoom, you'll get the invite. You'll get the invite to the training. In fact, don't put the word Zoom, just put the word middleman in the comments. Put the word middleman in the comments. I'll give you a free invite to my training as I break down how to start, build, and grow a successful middleman company. Choose your industry, don't matter. I'm gonna show you how to win, right? We have guys right now just got out of the masterclass, $3,000, $5,000 the first month. From home, using only their phone without having to go to work to get it. Come on. The opportunity is here. You guys need to take advantage of it. It's up to you. But whether you do this or something else, you owe it to yourself and your family to protect yourself, leverage yourself, and go take care of yourself. Beautiful day. I got to get going. If you guys want to get into the live training, go ahead and put middleman in the comments. If you have any questions or comments, drop it down there in the chats. I'll try to get to it. And I just want to bless you guys. And if you want to bypass all of that and say, hey, look, man, I've heard enough. Show me how to book, deposit, and dispatch, because I know the real go-getters, they're like, hey, look, brother, let's go. What are we waiting on? I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn from you because I'm with you all the way throughout the year. I'm with you, helping you. I'm the templates, all the sales stuff. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. You don't have to create any of that stuff. We're going to have it for you, right? And so it's easy. It's like a microwavable business. Just set it, forget it, and the business is going to start taking care of itself. And then after about 3 months, I'm going to teach you how to scale into other industries and hire a VA so you don't have to do anything anymore except get paid. Now, you do have to pay the VA, so let's make some money. I'm gonna teach you to make some money first so that you can pay the VA. But even if you guys are making an extra $5,000 a month, come on, that's $60,000 a year. You don't have to go to work for. That could change your life. Think about it. What would $5,000 a month, an extra $5,000 a month from home, do for you? You know what it'll do. I know what it'll do. It'll change your life and bless you. So if you want to learn how to do this, jump quickly into the comments, write the word middleman. You'll get the link, and then I'll see you guys in the training. If you want to bypass all of that and get me to be your mentor and coach you and guide you through this for the rest of the year, then I'm gonna invite you to the masterclass. It's a 6+ hour training, but I promise it's gonna bless you and change your life. If you want to get into the middleman training that's coming up, it's going to be about 1 hour. And if you guys want to get into it, just write the word middleman in the comments. Just write the word middleman in the comments. But if you guys want to get into the masterclass and go straight into learning and then getting mentorship from me for the year, because I can't do everybody, but if you go now, I can do the first few that get in there. I could be with you. But once we get too many people in the masterclass, I can't do everybody. But if you go now and you guys get in there ASAP, then I'll be your mentor for the year. You'll have direct contact with me. So, and that'll be awesome. So if you want to do that, just write masterclass in the comments. Otherwise, guys, I got to go. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Stay blessed by the best. And listen, think about your life. Think about your future. And I'll see you guys in the masterclass.